Everybody, before we get into this very early morning update, I want to go over a quick overview of what's going on in the market. Currently, Bitcoin's back up over 28,000, right around 28,088. We're back up from about 27,700. So a little bit of a reversal overnight, nothing major. We have had a few little crosses here, so we'll see if in the 30-minute time frame we can hold the 20-day. As we've had a bit of a spike up across most of crypto, XRP still sits at 51 cents, and we're looking to see whether or not the crypto market is trying to put in a little bit of a bear trap here over a thinly traded holiday weekend. We have Easter tomorrow, and generally these are the good circumstances to try and put in a marginal pump that could quickly reverse back down. But it's a matter of, can we hold these support levels? Bitcoin being over 28,000, it can signal a further push up, but we have to break 28,600 and hold it in order to try to push that 31,100 or further. And then with XRP, we've got to get back over 0.522 to try to have a run at 558 and ultimately the double top at about the 585 level. Make sure you hit that like button, as it really does greatly help push me through the analytics, and it helps get new people in here. So even if you just share this, it would greatly be appreciative as we get more and more people in here as we close in on 16,000 subscribers. I'll catch you on the other side of the intro. Good morning, good early AM, 4:53 AM Eastern Standard Time on this Saturday, April 8th, 2023. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So as we can see, XRP is down about 0.55%, sitting at about the 51 cent level. We moved up a little bit overnight, but we haven't been able to sustain a big run up. We're still trying to hold this 51.1 level and try to push up. Because you can see in the 15-minute and the 30-minute, we've had a bit of a push up, but we haven't done anything spectacular. 45-minute, we've come up. The hour we talked about yesterday, we had the golden cross. And now in the 2-hour time frame, we're trying to push up here. We're back on top of here. And as long as we're holding about that 509 level, that is a technical bullish push up here because we're on top of the 2-hour time frame. We're not getting a ton of volume, though, so that's something that we need to pay attention to. And ultimately, it looks like on this thinly traded weekend, we're trying to navigate our way up to 52.2, but there's no guarantee in that because the market's so volatile. It's just, we had a small little run up overnight. And is it anything more than just Asian markets coming on and waking up and wanting to do something? It's hard to tell, but it does look like we could have put in, like I talked about yesterday, it's possible that we put in a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders. And if that's the case, it would more than likely come up to that 52.22, and then we'll decide from there. But you come down, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, push up. And then if you pull out, that very well could have formed an inverted head and shoulders right there. We talked about it last night before this little push up, but nothing major. So we'll see if that is anything, or if this is just kind of like a little fake out here to continue dumping the market on Monday or Tuesday, I should say. But as of right now, we're on top of these short-term time frames. The 30 minutes come through a little bit, but we've had these crosses, golden cross, in the hour time frame as well. So we're going to see if this can continue through the 1 hour. We're trying to hold the 1 hour support, but I like to put it at the 2-hour support after we make a move up like this. Give it the proper ability to come down and hit where it's supposed to, and then see if we can continue making that move up. So that's XRP right now. And if we were to lose the 522, you got 494 underneath. That's the major support underneath. And then if you lose that area, you've got like the last stand area, I like to call it. And that's down here at about the 456 level. You break that, then you've got to deal with the 442 and the 432. And that's not where you want to be. That would be back in the descending triangle. And that would basically tell you this pattern is over. But like I've been saying, on a thinly traded weekend, everybody's expecting this to dump. Was I surprised overnight it had a little push up? No. Now, can it continue, or is this just, like I said, that little push-up overnight, now it's over? That's what we have to watch on the further market. Total crypto market cap's at $114.6 trillion. And that is of some significance because we came back up from 113.5 approximately overnight, or yesterday afternoon. And overnight, we were able to push back over the 1.139. And now, this is where we have to look at it. If we can hold a 1.14, and it looks like a small bull flag possibly could have been put in. Now, we can't tell for sure because this volume is trash. But this could either be a fake out and we could get a rejection at 115.7 could be a likely scenario, or we just reverse back down, lose the 1.114, and you would know something's going horribly wrong if we lose the 1.139. That's when you know this pattern. If you lose that, you're in some trouble. So pay attention to that. If we're trying to push up to that 1.118 area, and then we've got Bitcoin that I want to touch as well this morning because it's we got to see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin's at 28,083, up 152 points or 0.54%. We are on top of the 20-day right now in the 2-hour time frame, which is at 28,000. That's why that's an important level to hold. But as long as we don't break 27,660, you're still over that 200-day support in the 2-hour time frame. And like we've talked about for the better part of I feel like a month, 27,200 area is that uptrending support in that channel. The uptrending resistance is up here at 28,600 approximately. We got to get on top of that to have any chance, if you're paying attention, to run up here to like 31,000. It was 31,100 way back here. Now you can see as we're progressing in the pattern, we're up to like 31,900 if we were to break up and out. And just like with XRP, we've got to pay attention. The pattern being put in. If we look in the 30-minute time frame, I mean, it is possible that it's trying to put in some kind of reversal. Like that is a real jank bull flag that came down and consolidated. But until we break 27,660 or break above 28,600, you're stuck in this channel. We're stuck in a range. We're range bound. And like the range right now is just approximately. We have a 5% range basically. So if you're a 10x trader, that's a 50% move up and down. So pay very close attention to Bitcoin. Pay very close attention to the total crypto market cap. We've also got the US dollar currency index at 102.094. It had a real weird overnight. We've had a top put in up here at 102.29. We're trying to put in a consolidated bottom here. It's a mess. We've had a golden cross here in the 30-minute time frame, though, so that is something to pay attention to. Like, is this all bullshit because all the markets are down right now? With the BRICS nations all coming to this agreement that they're going to accept the Chinese yuan if they're getting their oil from Saudi Arabia. And basically what would happen is you would pay Saudi Arabia with your Chinese yuan, and then the Saudis would give it back to China, the yuan, and then they would get gold as part of their agreement with China. And this is the BRICS nation, so pay very close attention to that, because if that's the case, the US dollar is going to die, and they're very slowly phasing it out right in front of our faces. So if they phase the US dollar out, you better have a little bit of exposure and have a store of value with your gold and silver. And then your speculators, like the crypto, should come second. I don't care what anybody says. I see a lot of people say crypto comes first, and then your gold and silver come second. That's absolute bullshit. If you're trying to store your wealth, store your value, you're supposed to put it in gold and silver. That's a way to store your value. And then if you want to store and maintain your wealth, if you want to try to have some parabolic move, you have a separate side fund that goes into crypto. That's your speculator money. Your store of value and the money you need to live in the future on for decades to come, and you want to make sure inflation doesn't hit it. That's gold and silver, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be tricked. Crypto speculative. It's not a store of value. You can't have something that's a store of value and it goes up 80% one month and 90% down the next month and 2,000% up the next month and 5,000% down the month after that. You need something that's steady over time. So pay attention to what I'm talking about in all markets. Pay attention to Bitcoin. We're trying to hold 28K. If 28K can hold, that would be a little bit of a push up for the market. And if we can somehow push up on the total crypto market cap, we need to try to push. And you can see we're trying to make a little bit of a reversal right now to try to push up. But we might try to push that 1.157. And that would mean Bitcoin is going to try to push 28,600 if we came up that way. Right now, we're trying to see if we can even hold 28K. See if that was all some noise overnight, or if this is the start of something bigger. Make sure that like button is greatly pushing me through the analytics, and consider joining this channel of over almost 16,000 subscribers. We're at 15,838, I believe. And if you want to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, even in the USA, on Mexi and or BitGet, there's no spot fees on the buy and sell, and you can futures trade up to 250x, longing or shorting the market. And then that's in the video description below and or pinned comments. And then if you want to show some support by sending some XRP and or joining Tom's Army, that's all in the video description below and or pinned message. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day. Because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, what the hell is the point on this journey to 2025?